What if I told you that breakfast, something so ordinary, so seemingly harmless, could actually be silently stealing the strength, confidence, and vitality of countless men over 60? Most men at this age believe that fatigue, heavy legs, or the silence in their intimate life is simply the price of aging. But the shocking truth is this: the real culprit might be sitting right on your breakfast table. In today's video, I'm going to reveal the foods you've probably eaten for years, yet they hold the power to decide whether blood flows powerfully into your muscles, nerves, and most vital areas, or whether it slows down and leaves you drained. This isn't just theory. These are real-life experiences from thousands of men who reclaimed their energy, passion, and performance through just a few small changes. I don't want you to just listen. I want you to join this journey. Try it as soon as tomorrow morning and witness the difference in your own body. And before we go deeper, drop a comment below. I'm ready, so I know you're walking this path with me. Now, let's uncover the secrets. Breakfast has been hiding, secrets that could change your health and manhood forever. You've just heard me say in the opening that many men over 60 think fatigue, fading strength, or the chill in their intimate life is caused by age. But the truth is far more surprising. The real culprit often lies in the very breakfast you eat every single day. So what's the core message I want you to hold on to? It's this: your vitality, health, and masculinity after 60 do not vanish because of age. They're only being stolen, temporarily, by the wrong morning habits. Believe me, your body still carries a treasure of untapped strength, waiting only for the right fuel to ignite it again. Just imagine, instead of starting the day with white bread, a rushed cup of coffee, or skipping breakfast altogether, you give your body golden nutrients, foods that open blood vessels, awaken nerves, and nourish muscles. That single act sends a powerful command to your system from the very first hour of the day. Rise, move, live again with the vigor of your best years. This isn't empty theory or shallow motivation. It comes from thousands of real men I've worked with over more than 2 decades. They came to my office with eyes full of resignation, believing it was too late. But after changing nothing more than their breakfast, they returned to me with voices brimming with energy, telling stories of steadier legs, deeper sleep, and renewed confidence. Their bodies had not shut down with age. They had simply been waiting to be switched back on in the right way. I need you to understand this. Pills, synthetic hormones, or so-called miracle supplements are nothing more than band-aids. They mask symptoms, but never touch the root. Breakfast, the thing you've overlooked, is the true ignition switch for your circulation, nervous system, and muscular power. Every choice you make in the morning is a message you send to your body. White sugar, pastries, strong coffee? That message is: slow down, clog up, break down. But whole eggs, oats, watermelon, or sweet potatoes with Celtic salt? That message is: recover, grow stronger, explode with life. So the core I want you to carry forward from this opening is a simple yet powerful truth. You don't need to search for miracles anywhere else. The miracle is right there, in your morning choice. One small change, one right food, can open the door to vibrancy, strength, and unshakable confidence. And when you truly believe and act on it, you'll see clearly. Age has never been the enemy. The real enemy is surrender. And now, it's time for me to reveal the 4 key foods, the secret weapons that can restart your circulation, nourish your nerves, strengthen your muscles, and awaken your masculine vitality, all beginning with breakfast. When most people think of eggs, they simply see a familiar, easy to cook food found in every kitchen. But what few realize is that for men over 60, a whole egg yolk included is like the very first natural power capsule that can reignite strength and confidence once thought to be lost. I've met countless men in their mid-62nd and 72nd who complained that mornings felt heavy, struggling just to get out of bed, legs weighed down like lead, even balance itself becoming a daily challenge. They blamed age, but in truth, their bodies were crying out for the essential nutrients needed to restore resilience and vitality. And the answer was sitting quietly inside a simple egg. The yolk carries vitamin D, a nutrient more than 70% of older men are deficient in. This isn't just the sunshine vitamin that keeps bones strong. It's a vital trigger for testosterone, the very hormone tied to manhood, vitality, and performance. Add to that choline and vitamin B12, which work like an electrical current transmitting signals through the nervous system, reviving muscles, especially those in the pelvic floor. That pelvic floor isn't just about bladder control. It's the foundation for balance, walking stability, and, yes, intimate confidence. Just 2 whole eggs each morning deliver the raw building blocks your body craves to keep this critical system alive and strong. Mark, 69, is living proof. He walked into my office tired, discouraged, and told me, "Doctor, I wake up with no energy. Every step feels heavy, and I don't feel like myself anymore." I didn't prescribe medication or hand him an expensive supplement. Instead, I asked him to change one thing: eat 2 boiled eggs within an hour of waking up. 1 month later, he returned with a spark in his eyes and a grin on his face. "Doctor, I feel like I've reconnected with myself. I don't drag myself out of bed anymore. I spring up with energy. I feel alive again." That wasn't magic, it was nutritional science at work. A man's body after 60 doesn't need complexity. It needs the right nutrients at the right time. Eggs, humble, affordable, effortless, are the perfect ignition key to jumpstart the day. Don't fear the yolk. Old myths about cholesterol have been overturned by modern research. Eggs don't raise bad cholesterol the way you once thought. In fact, they help balance blood lipids and strengthen the cardiovascular system. So tomorrow morning, when you step into your kitchen, give yourself this small but powerful gift. 2 whole eggs won't just feed your body, they'll awaken your strength, your courage, and your belief that age can never define your vitality. You deserve to start your day not with rushed coffee or bland bread, but with this natural medicine eggs, the first building block to rebuilding the foundation of your masculine energy. If eggs are the foundation bricks that rebuild muscle and restore the pelvic floor, then oats combined with chia seeds are the road clearers and the energy boosters, keeping your blood vessels open and your energy flowing through every corner of your body. Because you can build the strongest house, but if the roads leading to it are blocked, everything comes to a standstill. And that is exactly what so many men over 60 are facing. Narrowing arteries, cholesterol silently clinging to vessel walls, blood struggling to reach the most vital areas. The result? Cold hands, numb feet, a drained body, and fading confidence. This is where oats arrive like a magic broom, sweeping away the debris inside your arteries. The unique fiber beta-glucan in oats not only lowers cholesterol, but actively cleans vessel walls, allowing oxygen-rich blood to flow straight into your back, hips, and the very place that defines a man's vitality. Research has shown that just a few weeks of eating oats in the morning can improve vascular elasticity, ease the load on the heart, and make the whole body feel alive again. But for your oatmeal to do more than clear the path, to also deliver long-lasting energy, it needs a perfect companion: chia seeds. Tiny but mighty, chia seeds are packed with magnesium and potassium, two minerals that act as gate signals, telling your blood vessels to relax and widen. With vessels opened, circulation surges, carrying nutrients into even the smallest capillaries. On top of that, chia's omega-3 second fight inflammation, reduce swelling, and trigger the production of nitric oxide, the key to male vitality that no man can afford to lack. Take Sam, 72, as proof. He walked into my clinic with a heavy face, confessing, "Doctor, my intimate life feels like a door that has shut forever." Instead of writing a prescription, I suggested he change his breakfast, ditch the sugary cereal, and replace it with a bowl of warm oats topped with chia seeds, a handful of blueberries, and a sprinkle of cinnamon. 2 weeks later, Sam called me in surprise. "Doctor, my cold hands and feet have warmed up." A month later, his voice brimmed with joy. "I'm not just waking up, I'm living again every single day." That is the power of simple choices. A bowl of oats with chia seeds doesn't just fill your stomach, it sends a clear message to your body. Clear the path for life to return. It restores circulation, nourishes your nerves, fuels your muscles, and most importantly, gives you back the warmth, energy, and confidence you thought you had lost. So tomorrow, instead of reaching for a pastry or rushing through bitter coffee, treat yourself to a warm bowl of oats sprinkled with chia seeds. Because this isn't just breakfast, it's a declaration that you are still in control of your health and your manhood. If eggs are the foundation, bricks and oats with chia seeds, the clear pathways, then watermelon, especially the pale white flesh beneath the rind, is the accelerator, the lever that drives blood straight to the place many men over 60 believe has gone silent forever. And I want you to pause for a moment and face the truth. How many times have you woken with icy feet, numb hands, or a heavy silence in your body that made you feel 10 years older overnight? How many times have you pretended everything was fine in front of your wife, your family, while deep inside a piece of your manhood was slowly being eroded? That's not just inconvenience, it's the quiet pain of losing your identity, the fear that you are no longer yourself. That's why I call watermelon the natural Viagra of creation. In every juicy red bite lies citrulline, a remarkable compound. Your body converts into arginine, which then fuels the production of nitric oxide. And if you don't know, nitric oxide is the miracle molecule that relaxes blood vessels, boosts circulation, and carries oxygen and nutrients into the deepest capillaries. Those famous little blue pills, they only mimic this exact mechanism. But watermelon is different. It comes straight from nature, safe, side effect free, and most importantly, your body embraces it like a stream of water flowing into a parched desert. Here's the part 99% of men miss. They eat the red flesh and throw away the white, the very part richest in citrulline. That waste is actually the treasure. When you blend it together with the red flesh into a morning smoothie, your body responds almost immediately. I'll never forget Richard, 66, who called me laughing with disbelief. "Doctor, something has woken up. Something I thought was gone for years." That wasn't a miracle. It was nutrition science, restoring his circulation, his warmth, and most of all, his confidence. Just imagine, within a single week of consistency, your hands are no longer cold, your steps feel steady, and in the mirror, your eyes gleam again, the eyes of a man returning to himself. That is more than health. That is mastery. the reclamation of a vital piece of your masculine honor. So tomorrow morning, instead of reaching for bitter coffee or a dry piece of bread, try a watermelon smoothie and don't discard the white part. Let every drop of natural nitric oxide surge through your veins, awaken your body, and erase the pain of silence. Age is not the sentence. Surrender is. And watermelon, simple, sweet, natural, can be the signal that your fight to reclaim manhood still carries every ounce of hope. Try to recall this feeling. You wake up in the morning, place your feet on the floor, yet your legs don't seem to obey. Your whole body feels heavy, trembling. You want to stand tall and strong, but instead you cling to a chair or a table just to keep your balance. Each step feels like a trial, and deep inside you wonder, has my body truly betrayed me? That pain isn't just a physical inconvenience, it's a silent wound carved into a man's pride. And in that moment of seeming helplessness, the solution comes from something surprisingly simple: sweet potatoes and Celtic salt. This isn't a luxury dish or a complicated recipe, it's the union of steady fuel and the living current your body craves. Sweet potatoes, with their slow-release carbohydrates and natural minerals, nourish your muscles with stable energy, sparing you the crashes that come from sugar or processed cereals. Celtic salt, unlike refined salt, stripped of life-giving trace elements, holds over 80 minerals, acting like an electrolyte solution for your nerves, helping muscles, brain, and blood vessels operate in harmony. Together, they become a natural charger, restoring the strength, stability, and control you thought age had stolen. I'll never forget Thomas, 71, who once admitted with pain in his voice, "Doctor, I'm no longer the man who steadies my wife. When we walk now, she has to steady me." Just 3 days after adding half a warm sweet potato with a pinch of Celtic salt to his breakfast, he called me, his voice breaking with emotion. "This morning, I stood up on my own. I didn't need to hold on to anything. I feel like I've taken back my freedom." That wasn't a miracle, it was the simple science of nutrition. One sweet potato, one pinch of Celtic salt, small, humble, yet powerful enough to transform not just a morning, not just a day, but the way you see yourself. It replaces trembling with steadiness, helplessness with confidence, and struggle with the quiet freedom of every step. So tomorrow, when you open your eyes, you have a choice: to let the same pain repeat itself, or to give your body this natural charger and reclaim control. The decision is in your hands. There is a truth that most men after 60 refuse to face. They believe their strength, vitality, and confidence have left them for good. But reality tells a different story. Your body has not abandoned you, it is simply waiting for you to awaken the hidden energy that still lives within. Each morning, when you open your eyes, you hold in your hands a priceless chance to rewrite your own destiny. That chance doesn't lie in a prescription, nor in expensive hormone pills, but right on your breakfast table, where one small decision can restart the power of your entire day. Picture this. You begin your morning with the right choice: a nutrient-rich egg, a bowl of oats with chia seeds, a slice of juicy watermelon, or half a sweet potato sprinkled with Celtic salt. That is not just food. It is a command sent to every cell in your body. Come alive, grow stronger, restore the vitality that has been asleep. And your body listens. Blood vessels expand, warm currents of circulation flow to your legs, down to your most vital core, carrying the message of life, strength, and manhood. Too many men believe that aging equals loss of energy, loss of confidence, loss of closeness with the one they love. But the truth is, loss only comes when we surrender. The real enemy is not age, it is giving up. For years you may have heard the whispers, "At this age, what more can you do?" But remember, those who win the battle against time are not the lucky ones, they are the ones who dare to begin again. They start small, they repeat those choices daily, and they turn them into a force that transforms their lives. Breakfast is that beginning. It is the key that unlocks the door into your new day. Open it with hurry, with bitter coffee or lifeless white bread, and you hand your body the signal of fatigue. But give yourself the right nutrients, and you awaken the belief that this body still has the power to heal, that your strength was never gone, only sleeping. Do not think it is too late. 60, 70, even 80 are not the end. They can be the chapters where you reclaim yourself, where you walk steady, sleep deeply, and smile into the mirror because you see that the light in your eyes has never truly faded. You don't need to return to 30. You only need to rise as the strongest, wisest version of yourself at 60 and beyond. And it all begins with one seemingly small choice: your breakfast. Remember, morning is not just for feeding, it is for rebirth. Every bite of egg, every spoonful of oats, every slice of watermelon is a message to your body: I am still here. I have not given up. I choose strength. And when you keep making that choice, day after day, your mornings will no longer feel like survival. They will become a journey back to your truest self, confident, alive, and filled with pride. Throughout life, especially after the age of 60, many men come to believe that their strength, vitality, and confidence have abandoned them for good. They label these changes with two words: old age, and quietly accept what feels like an irreversible reality. But the truth is entirely different. That strength has never disappeared. It simply lies dormant, waiting to be awakened in the right way through simple, consistent choices each morning. And the key does not lie in expensive pills or lavish clinics, but right in your kitchen, the very place where each day begins. Take a closer look at your breakfast. Perhaps you've grown used to white bread, rushed coffee, or worse, skipping the most important meal of the day altogether. Those habits may seem harmless, but they are silently stealing circulation, clogging your blood vessels, weakening muscles, dulling nerves, and slowly draining away your confidence. In contrast, with just 4 familiar foods, whole eggs, oats with chia seeds, watermelon including the white rind, and sweet potatoes with a sprinkle of Celtic salt, you hold in your hands a golden formula to regenerate energy and awaken the hidden strength within every cell. What matters here is not just nutrition, but the message behind the act. Each morning, when you choose the right meal, you are sending a powerful signal to your body. I still want to live strong, live healthy, live fully. That is not merely fueling muscles or improving circulation. It is affirming your manhood in the face of age. That small decision opens a wide door to renewal, from deeper sleep and steadier steps to a more confident gaze in the mirror and the warm smile of your partner by your side. The greatest enemy of aging is not a weakening body, but surrender. Once you believe it's too late, you lock shut the very door to your own revival. But as long as you hold the fire to change, your body will respond immediately. Human beings are miraculous machines of recovery. The right morning nutrition does more than supply energy. It reminds you that you still have the strength to take charge of your life. So don't look for miracles in distant places. Transformation won't arrive in a single day, but it will come if you stay consistent. After just 1 week, your legs feel lighter, your breath flows deeper, your sleep becomes more restful. After a month, you may hardly recognize yourself because resilience, strength and confidence have returned. And it all begins with one decision: to honor your body in the very first hour of your morning. Remember, age is not a sentence, it is only a reminder to live differently. You hold the choice to surrender and let weakness take over, or to rise, starting with a breakfast that restores, rebuilds, and reignites the man you are meant to be. This battle does not demand perfection, only a firm decision. Let every morning become a new beginning, where you eat not just to fill your stomach, but to be reborn, stepping into the day with belief, resilience, and unstoppable vitality.